1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This wasn't random. This wasn't accidental. It wasn't unintentional. There was a very specific thing that I did that got me to 1,000 subscribers, and wait till the end, stay till the end, because I will tell you exactly what I did that will, when you do this, you will get more success than 99% of other YouTube creators out there. Just watch to the end. First, I'm going to ask at this time for you to drop in the chat how many subscribers you have, how many, what your target goal is, because I'm going to do Q&A at the end. So definitely fill the chat with the subscribers that you want, the Q&A, the subscribers that you want, your goals, and I will tailor this live stream exactly to you guys. So let me know in the chat where you're from, and I will answer and let you know. But let's talk about my journey to get there. So first of all, I've been on YouTube for 3 years, and I looked at my stats before this live stream. Just in the past 365 days, I got 961 subscribers. So those first 2 years were basically a waste of time, trash in terms of subscriber growth. But I was putting out videos definitely weekly, not always daily, but a lot. I was putting out a lot of videos, a lot of content. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I started with like a tech news podcast. It was very professional. I was trying to be like YouTubers that I followed, and you know, it was great because it got me on the platform, it got me putting out content, but it didn't grow me subscribers at all. So at the end, by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what it took to grow subscribers. But again, drop in the chat your goals, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did to get there, and I'm gonna help you guys in answering your questions. So first of all, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. At the time when I started, YouTube was almost a second thought. I was just I wanted a podcast, and I knew most of the podcasts that I was listening to were pivoting to YouTube. So I see people coming in. Drop in the chat your subscriber goals. Drop in the chat your subscriber goals, and I will help you grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers. Stay till the end so you can know how to get to 1,000 subscribers. So put in the chat where you're from and what your subscriber goal is. Put in the chat where you're from and what your subscriber goal is, so I can tailor this to you guys. So hey people, hey everybody in the chat. So yes, I'm gonna tell you how I got to 1,000 subscribers. So let me know your subscriber goal, how many subscribers you had, where you're from, and I'm gonna tailor this to you guys. So I see a penguin. Either you have 100 subscribers or you're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So yes, I'm at 1.14 subscribers right now. And I'm gonna tell you how I got there. So yeah, so I started putting out a weekly video. At one point it was daily, but it was mainly weekly for 2 years, and got, it looks like basically 50 subscribers over 2 years, just putting out what I thought was high quality content. It was very well researched. I was doing the timestamps, I was doing the show notes, and I was not just posting on YouTube, I was posting on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like, I was blasting all my YouTube everywhere. I was posting on LinkedIn, everything. So again, if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat, because I'm going to answer them during this live stream. And I was posting shorts, but they were TikTok, so they had like the TikTok timestamp. I wasn't even taking YouTube seriously at all. I didn't even know that I had shorts that were going viral. Like, I seriously did not. That's how little attention I was paying to YouTube. So everything shifted once I got married. I had to change my whole content strategy in general. Like, it became harder to find time for content, to be motivated to do my podcast. I also started a new job, but I kept posting. I kept doing what I could do just to like keep that creator muscle going, but I was not growing in subscribers. Again, I've been on YouTube 3 years. Only in the past 1 year have I gotten 961 of my 1,000 140 subscribers or whatever it is, 1.14K subscribers. So what happened in this last year that was different? I know that's why you guys are watching, and that's why you guys are going to stay to the end, because obviously this year completely changed. And so I'm going to tell you what what made me, what I changed in my mindset, what I changed on my channel, what I changed on my content, and also, and how I got here. So first of all, the content that I was doing, the videos that I was doing, while they were high quality and other people were doing similar type of content and going super viral, it was not authentic to me whatsoever. Hey, people dropping in, go ahead and put your subscriber goal in the chat so I can tailor this to you guys. Put where you're from and your subscriber goal in the chat so I can tailor this whole live stream to you guys. I am taking questions. I drop your questions in your chat and I will answer your questions at the end. But long story short, my content was boring. My content was boring. It was boring. And thank God to my nephews who told me that my live stream was boring. And it's like so I was doing, hey, from Croatia. Yes, I'm live streaming from Hawaii right now, USA. So you need to talk to people and get their honest opinion on your content. Like and ask kids, because kids are going to be the most real and the most honest with you. If you ask your friends, your coworkers, they're going to lie to you. They're going to tell you, yeah, it's great. But like my content was boring. It was literally about like business news, and there's so much more interesting things about me than business news, but I just wanted to be polished. I wanted to be professional. Those were the types of channels that I was listening to at the time, but that was what they were doing. It wasn't what I could do well. It wasn't until I started feeling comfortable being me on camera, and fully being me. Like I was wearing a wig, I had eyelashes, I had pounds of makeup on. I was like, I wasn't even generating my own news. I was researching other people's news. So like while I was going through the motions, like people say, just make 100 videos and the subscribers and will take care of yourself. That's not true. Your content has to be good. Your content has to be interesting. And the truth is, a lot of things that were interesting about me or good about me or things that I was scared to share on the platform. I was worried about losing my job. I was worried about this, worried about that. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Again, drop your subscriber goal in the chat, and I'm happy to tailor this live stream for you guys. Please put questions in the chat. I will answer them. But yeah, my content was boring straight up. Like, you're not doing anything other than making uninteresting content if you're not getting the subscribers that you want. You gotta reach down and dig deep and think about, what content am I actually love to watch? What am I binging? I need to make that kind of content, not like what I think will do well on the platform, you know? So it took me so long to stop doing that business podcast. It took me so long. Like I was boring myself. I was boring myself so much. And then one thing changed. Stay to the end, because I'm going to tell you what that one thing changed that finally got me to let that business podcast go. And it was great. And I feel like, you know, there was nothing wrong with my podcast. All those videos are still up, but I wasn't designing for YouTube in mind. And one thing that changed was when Mr. Beast released leaked that PDF of like how to work at Mr. Beast. And he was like, our mission is to make the best YouTube videos possible. And I wasn't making the best YouTube videos possible. I was making what I thought was the best podcast possible. I was trying to make the best TikToks possible, but YouTube was a complete afterthought. I wasn't even thinking about YouTube and wondering why I wasn't growing in subscribers. It wasn't until I ended up getting laid off from my job, and my number one goal was YouTube. Thank you, official Reggie Rax. She says, you definitely have to be true to yourself rather than pleasing others for many reasons. Absolutely. So it wasn't until I lost my job and actually could focus on just being a YouTuber. And still, I was posting on TikTok. I was posting on Instagram. I was spreading myself. I was posting on Red Note. Like I was literally posting on every single platform. and none of the subscribers, or followers on those other platforms mattered. None of those were like making money. I did get one sponsorship for TikTok, $500 sponsorship, but that's not something you can live on. That's not sustainable. That's a one-off. Like, grateful to that sponsor, but it wasn't going to change my life. You know what I mean? So I had to make the really, 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 really hard decision to focus on YouTube. I had to make the really hard decision to focus on YouTube. And again, I'm going to tell you everything, like all of it. So stay to the end. And if you have questions as I'm talking, keep with the questions. But I had to completely focus on YouTube to actually start seeing results on YouTube. Again, I've been on YouTube for 3 years, and only in the past 365 days did I get 961 subscribers. So I had to focus on YouTube and YouTube only. The immediate shift happened. So now that I'm focused on YouTube, I have time to care about the content that I'm putting out. And I also have time to care about things like the titles and the descriptions. You guys, you have to care about the titles and description. And there's so many channels that will tell you exactly how to make titles and descriptions so they're the first, so they're going to be seen. Like, it's not like I wasn't putting titles and descriptions. I was putting all the keywords I possibly could in my titles and descriptions. I was doing the tags. I was spending so much time on my titles and descriptions, you guys. But I needed to really make them think, like, what am I actually going to click on? You know what I mean? Like, I really needed to click, think about making it. What does a viral video look like? What does the thumbnail look like? What does the title look like? What does the description look like? I feel like I was scared. I didn't have any time or energy to put into a thumbnail and a description, like when a title and description, when that's what YouTube runs on. So I mean, you guys probably already know this, but it's like, just download Canva and they have so many templates for thumbnails. Like, just make a good thumbnail. Make one that actually that people can see, people can read, that will actually show what your video is about, and get them to click on it. Second of all, I was not taking the first 5 seconds of my video seriously. I was just expecting people to be happy to see my face for an hour, and they didn't need anything more. And it's like, while I have a nice face, like, they don't need to watch a video for that. They can just look at my Instagram and look at photos for that. So I had to actually think about what good content was and start making good content. And I think the easiest way to do that is shorts, because they're so short. And I'll never forget. So this is the thing that changed. I was putting so much energy and labor into doing my detailed tech news YouTube videos, and then all of a sudden I posted a cat video that went viral, and I started to look at my shorts and looked at the shorts that were going viral. It was like a video of my mom, my mom, and my stepdad, and cat videos. Like, I thought I had to be like the most like professional person in the world to be taken seriously on YouTube, and that's just not true. So after the cat video, I was like, well, I'm just completely abandoning what I'm doing before, and I need to start over. And I know that is so hard, but like, if you've been grinding for years and you're still not hitting 1,000 subscribers, you need to let whatever you've been grinding on go, because it's just obviously not working. You got to get out of your box. You got to try something new. That's what I had to do. And that was really hard and really scary. There's a video on my channel where I got a tarot reading for my wife, trying to guide me. Because I'm like, well, if I'm not doing this podcast, like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I felt like I didn't know what kind of creator I wanted to be. And I felt like I needed to choose, and I didn't. And I just had to be me on camera. There are so many interesting things that I was doing. I was traveling. I was taking so many videos and just not posting them, feeling that they need to be the perfectly orchestrated video. Like, no, just take the most interesting 5 seconds of that video and make it a short. Like, that's all you need to do. And in terms of like my long form videos and my long form content, like, I thought live streams became a way for me to like get just better feedback on my videos. I was posting videos and they would get like 10 views, 20 views. I feel like my average was like 10 to 20 video views. And it's like, well, obviously those videos aren't good, because like even when I had 200 subscribers, if I'm only getting 10 to 20 video views and no likes on my videos, obviously those videos suck, you guys. Like, I had to be so for real about like what makes a good video. Me showing up and looking cute is not enough. Like, me sharing like hard-hitting news that literally every other news station is posting is not enough. Like, I have to think about things that are uniquely me, uniquely things that I can do. So when we went to Thailand, so we kind of had to create our whole life around being able to make interesting content. And moving to Thailand, we just knew our Thailand content was gonna pop off. And it's like our Thailand content did pop off. Like, our live streams were interesting, you know what I mean? But like, they also like weren't going mega viral either, you know what I mean? So it was like, but I feel like we just had to like go through so much in that creator process to even understand like what is interesting. Like, we watch shows, we binge watch, we know what is interesting. Like, we literally just, we do interesting things all the time. And I feel like we had to take interesting off a pedestal and just live stream the most mundane stuff, the most boring stuff, like just to get comfortable being on camera. Because like at the time it felt like a really big deal. I had to have perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect face. But it's like I had to go through what I went through to get comfortable being on camera and just like live streaming interesting stuff. Because like, but it's just like, you literally just be interesting. And that is like, and stop trying to be professional, stop trying to be a creator, start trying to be interesting. And it's like, if you have to be interesting in some way, or you wouldn't think your life, or you need to even be a creator in the first place, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you just got to be interesting, and not be afraid to film the most interesting things you're doing. And it's like, I'm so grateful that my wife is also a creator, because like, you kind of have to like create space to create content, and we met as creators, like, you know, so it's like, I'm gonna video this, and it doesn't mean I'm not interested, or like I'm bored by this, I need to take a video. So it's like, actually just thanks, Jay Snow, love you. So it's just like, literally you have to just be comfortable whipping out the camera when something interesting happens. And it doesn't need to be this perfectly edited 20-minute video with an intro and an outro and a subscribe call to action, all that stuff. Good title, good thumbnail, interesting content, like, you just have to, it's literally the basics. Make the thumbnail look like something someone wants to click on. Hey Mural, what's up? Make the thumbnail something that your people want to click on. Make the title something that actually sounds interesting. Make the description, like, you can learn about like SEO and all that stuff on other channels, but do that stuff. That stuff actually matters. Title, description, thumbnail actually matters. Then the actual video. Y'all talk too much. Y'all talk too much. Show, don't tell. Show what is interesting. No one cares about what you are saying. Just show what is interesting. Don't be, if you're going to do a talking video, make it short. Like, seriously, like, speakers that are paid like $100,000 to speak at conferences, people are zoned out and they're not listening attentively and taking notes. Like, literally, cut your talking down 50% and show what's interesting. Show what's interesting. Show what's interesting, okay? Show what is interesting. Again, put your subscriber goal in the chat and I will answer any questions you have about subscribers. But like, you have to be interesting. Your content, like, now it's like my content is beautifully shot. It's something that people don't see. It's not me just thirst trapping, you know what I mean? There is always a place for that, you know what I mean? But it's like, you are the most interesting thing, and make sure there's something interesting going on behind you, and make sure you're talking about interesting things, and try to show as much of interest that is interesting, as opposed to talking about it. Just show it. Just go straight to showing it. Zoom in. Like, don't be afraid to like zoom in, like, and show yourself. Be interesting. Come with energy. Come with energy. Thank you. As a new subscriber, Official Reggie Rack says, as a new subscriber, just passing lives in your energy and dedication, I definitely feel like you're on the right path. I think you should relax and take a breath to realize that you, the boss, beautiful. Thanks, Reggie. Hey, you're amazing. Thank you so much for saying that. Thanks for subscribing. But yeah, so it's just like, just think about something interesting and record it. Make sure it looks good. We got the best cameras, the best phone, not cameras, got the best phones that we could afford. And because the phone, I love doing everything on my phone, the best, so the picture can be good. I'm filming literally in the dark right now in the car with car lights, okay? And then just do something interesting. And it's like, if you can't be interesting for a long period of time, just, if you can only be interesting for 5 seconds, there's a platform for you now. It's shorts, okay? Like, you don't have to be like any other creator on the platform. Just think about the most interesting thing you could be doing and do it for as long as you know it's interesting. Don't try to blab. Don't try to filler. Like, just be interesting. Show. This is video. This is video. Move your camera around the world and just show. Some of the most basic, some of my most viral videos, there was nothing aesthetic about it. Sometimes it's just setting up that tripod so people see from a different angle. Sometimes, like, I think about the world's darkest watermelon. That was literally just a watermelon. There was nothing, I mean, I made it interesting by saying it was the world's darkest watermelon, you know? When like, you just film interesting stuff and put it out. And make sure your thumbnail looks good. If you want an example of good thumbnails, look at Mr. Beast's thumbnails. All of his thumbnails are 10 out of 10. And guess what? They change them like every year to make them more interesting. Make your thumbnails look good. Use Canva. It is free. Then titles and descriptions. Make them interesting. If you don't know what is an interesting title or description, do some research. Like, this is, if you want to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, that is the bare minimum requirement on how to get there. You have to know what a good title is. You have to know what a good description is. Okay, so I'm not going to be long-winded. Does anyone have any questions in the chat? I appreciate everyone. Mia Ray says hi. Slippery Moose Cakes, Miguel Cabrales, Noob Zayden, A Penguin, Scottis 649, Slavin R7V, Black People Are Cool, Slavin R7V, Official Reggie Rax, Jay Snow, Mural Mohan. Shout outs to you guys. Thank you for commenting in the chat. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm gonna post this immediately, so just leave in the comments if you have a question. I just really wanted to let you guys know how to be a good creator, how to get to the 1,000 subscribers. Be interesting. You know what interesting is? Show, don't tell. Try to talk less, and make content that's actually interesting. That's the most important thing. And if you don't know what that is, look at what your favorite creators are and just start trying stuff, and the views and the likes will tell you what's interesting. So thank you for joining this live stream. I'm going to be doing bringing the solo live streams back, y'all. Bring the solo live streams back. I'll be live every day, solo, in addition to my fabulous live streams with my wives. So thanks for liking the video. Thanks for the thumbs up. And here's to the road to 1 million subscribers. Hey, love you guys. Bye.